3.
Yay, Susan, I'm so excited to see you here. And we are here together today because in 1 week time, and you will tell us the date and everything a little bit more, we are launching our first e-cookbook. And the reason being was that I did some Candida frequency healing with quite a lot of people that then they were looking at, oh, everything I can eat. But you know me, my glass is always half full. So I created a list, but then people ask me, so what can I make with this list? And that's how this all came about. And uh, as you know me, and you have been in Peachland with me a few
Absolutely.
summers, yes, and we have
Absolutely.
cooked together, and I love cooking in companies specifically. So, Susan, you are helping me tremendously to put recipes together because I'm very much like my grandmother. I just buy what looks good, nice, organic, whatever is fresh. And then I just throw things together. And when people ask me, so how did you do it? You know what are the measures? So you got that all out of me and put it all in ebook form. So I want to thank you so much. This is going to be fantastic. There's a lot of people that have been looking forward to this.
Oh,
So
absolutely, Karen. Absolutely.
so last night we had an online cooking class, and I did enjoy that so much to have you guys in my kitchen. So how did you like that borage soup that we made? That's
Oh,
also going in the recipe book.
it was absolutely delicious, Karen. Just delicious. Enjoyed it immensely, and I'm still enjoying it as well. And today it tasted even better.
Same here, same here. So did you try the salad that I showed you, the non-wilting salad, to take it to work?
I did. I took it to work today, and it was just wonderful because I had all my salad all in one jar. And when I turned it over on the plate, there was the dressing on top, and it was just fresh and crisp and delicious.
Ah,
Yeah,
super.
yeah, it
That's
was
super.
wonderful.
So Susan, tell us what day, what day is this ebook coming out?
Well, Karen, we are looking at a launch date of December the 11th, which will be this Sunday, that we will be putting it out on the website and as well as advertising on Facebook at that point. And I'm so excited too, Karen, because I have been able to not only assist you with the measurements of these recipes, but also to make them and enjoy them myself. And they are just so wonderful. And like you said, it's a glass is half full because you are a person who absolutely loves to eat delicious, nutritious food and have easy preparation. And this ebook has all of that.
So the title is?
The title is Nutritious, Easy, Delicious.
All right. And why did we come up with that? Because both of us are working long hours, don't have too much time. Yes, there's the odd day where it's, a bunch of people coming over to have a brunch or dinner together. But other than that, it has to be fast, but then also very important, nutritious. But then most important, both of us, we love that delicious, right? And that's,
Absolutely.
yeah. So that's why it is so great you did all foolproof those recipes because pretty much you have tried them all in your own kitchen. So to just see that it was according to the main taste. Of course, there can always be a little bit less or more spicing in the foods. But tell me, what are your favorite recipes in that ebook?
Well, Karen, looking at clearing our bodies of yeast or candida, that means that things like bread and cheese have to kind of be put on that back burner. But in this book, there is a recipe for a delicious gluten-free and yummy bread, as well as a goat yogurt cream cheese. So it's the best of both worlds together. Still being able to eat it on a candida busting diet. So just and they're both delicious and wonderful.
So tell me, as most people know, on a Candida diet, there is just no sugar coating, no syrups, no none of that. Now tell me, are we still able to have sweets?
Oh, yes, Karen, we can have sweets thanks to you and your wonderful, recipes that you have for us. There's everything from a cocoa chia pudding to lemon or candida killing lemon bombs. Uh, just some things to keep that sweet tooth satisfied.
Oh, good. Yummy,
Yes.
yummy, yummy.
Yes. And that of course we're able to do, Karen, because of using the product xylitol. And can you tell us a little bit about xylitol and why and how you found it, or how you decided to use it?
Well, when I started with the Candida frequency healing, I realized that, I needed to go through a lot of research to see the foods that were really good to to cut back on that candida overgrowth to really get it back to that bacteria that it's supposed to be helping us, a bad bacteria, but we need it for digestion. And yeah, so I just found there was, all my favorite things, like now Christmas time coming up, my favorite one of the things that people are looking forward to is Karen's marzipan, homemade, right? I can make that in
Mm-hmm.
kilos. Um, so honey was out, dates were out. There were all of those, like even dry fruit contain the fruit sugar. So doing a lot of research, I found that uh, xylitol really is birch sugar, and it is a chemical formula that is actually exactly the same produced by our pancreas. So it's easy to digest. It's like we can use it one to one, like sugar. It's totally sweet. It's really great. It enhances this diet because, yeah, we were, oh, no fruit, no chocolate, all the things that I usually make. So yeah, that's just part. So, Susan, are we going to have that list available in the book? That
Yes, we are, Karen. That will be included in the book as well.
Okay,
Yes.
that'll be fantastic,
Yes.
because wow, when I went searching, really studying what were candida killing foods, I found a lot of information that really wasn't true. It's quite amazing.
Mhm.
Specifically in Germany, they were saying all you can have now is potatoes. Now, can we have potatoes?
Well, they're full of starch, Karen, which turns into sugar.
Right.
So no.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, or if, only after a few months in a very limited amount. Okay, so we're going to describe that some more. One of my favorites is the Candida busting tonic.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely delish to put into any kind of vegetable dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as well as, I think we are also including our recipe for a power drink that I have come up with, a really great mixture, fantastic now in the winter. Um, uh, and it helps us to do our own supplementation when we don't have all that greens available to us, which are, again, in the Candida diet should be 60 to 70% veggies, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is so wonderful. Now, Karen, you had mentioned there in talking about xylitol. Um, it sounds like being on this candida busting diet can take a bit of time to be able to really get this candida out of your system. And then once you have been on this diet for a while, can you start to reintroduce foods back into your diet that you?
Yes, yes, definitely. After a few months, I would give it several months actually,
Mhm.
and then preferably start with berries like blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, 1 tablespoonful. Eat that, feel it, how it feels in your mouth, how it feels in the, all the way down to the stomach. and then how is the digestion? Is there, if there's any kind of burning sensation, any kind of cramping, leave it. If you feel great for 2 days, start with 2 tablespoons next, right? That's how you can find out actually, is the Candida still feeding on your, the nutrition of the food, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely. Yeah, because that is part of that Candida as well, that it actually really does not allow your body to absorb the nutrients from the
yes,
food that you eat because it is taking all those nutrients, correct?
yes, that's
Yeah.
correct. So there's all kinds of symptoms then, chronic fatigue, down to all the way to depression, brain fog, sluggish digestion. That's what people think. That's where it is contained in the stomach, but actually I see these spores growing all the way into the brain. Okay, so
Right.
very, very, it's the most common and yet the most dangerous parasite that I have come across. So it's really worth it. And, in my experience, people have said they have done all of those Candida cleanses, some of them for weeks and months, and they felt great and then went back to eating normal, and back there it was. So very important to do the both together, frequency healing, working on that backside, changing that frequency.
You know, Karen, I went through the frequency healing with you. And I just saw that as being, that was the jump start to the whole process in working on getting the Candida out of my body. And that was quite an amazing experience in and of itself in doing that initial healing with the Candida. But the diet then coupled with that it's just a powerhouse together. And then being able to have these beautiful foods that you have so lovingly created these recipes to share with us. So I
My
am very excited that this e-cookbook is getting out to the public because, as you said, there is quite an epidemic throughout the world of Candida. And so to be able to get this book out as well as that frequency healing, the Candida frequency healing can really, really change a lot of people's lives. So I thank you for the opportunity to be part of this.
And it is so awesome to do this in cooperation with you, Susan. It has been so much fun, such a great, very different project to what I'm doing right now, being in the 21-day group healing. And it is so exciting. I'm doing something that I have never done before. So I see you are jumping out of bed at 3 o'clock in the morning too, which is so cool. So must be, where is all this energy coming from? Just absolutely amazing. It's not so much for me, but I have now heard from a lot of people that this is the really game changer to, vitality.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really super. Thank you so much, Susan.
You're welcome. Thank you, Karen. And once again, we will be launching this ebook on Sunday, December the 11th.
So cool.
All right. Thank you, Karen. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.